So today we're going to talk about something different. We're going to talk about televisions and door locks. Yeah, well, you know these, don't you? I've seen a key somewhere. It's just a round key and it works on like a rack and pinion and it pulls the bolt out. Well, we live in this house is a 1930s house. So I'm presuming these are the original doors in the house. And look, this one, you lock yourself in the room. Now, you know, what's it to do with televisions? Well, we were 84. We got married, 1984, way before mobile phones and all that. And the most valuable thing you had was your television. And who remembers renting televisions? Who remembers there were shops in the high street that would rent you a television? And who remembers meter televisions? You used to have a coin meter, didn't you? I guess it was 50p. You'd put 50p, it would drop down in the back of the television, and the television man would come every week and collect your money, empty the box and do the money on it. So, you know, if you're listening to YouTube, you come across these doommongers that say everything's going to go belly up. And the reason they stopped housebreaking was it wasn't worth, because televisions became so easily accessible, cheap credit. First of all, you could get credit, and second of all, it was cheap. But my worry is if the China and the Taiwan and Japan and all that lot start messing with each other, or messing with us, or messing with America, and the televisions stop arriving. Now, everybody knows Samsung, everybody uses those televisions, and they all come from that area. So if the SH1T hits the fan over there, these are going to stop coming in the country. So you're going to be, you know, every time they break, where you're going to get your next one from. So they're going to be more expensive. Okay, they're going to be a little bit more expensive. But also, with the credit crunch and with everybody, you know, everybody's pocket money is getting less and less. First of all, it's going to be harder to afford one. And second of all, with the credit going bad and everybody's credit in trouble, you're not going to get the credit. They're going to be careful who they give the money to. That's if you wanted to afford it. So these televisions, I think these televisions are going to get more and more expensive. And obviously the age of cheap money is finished. So they're going to be more expensive because you're going to have to get them on tick, and it's going to be more difficult to get tick. So the housebreaking, the house thievery is going to start again. People will break into the houses, and all they ever used to nick was your television and your PlayStation, wasn't it? In them days, whenever there was a house break, the telly used to go, didn't it? Somebody's nicked my telly. Those days could come back. I think those days, if desperation and people with no money and no supply and no ability to have cheap credit or credit at all, those days come, and maybe these locks might come in again. So there's one here. This is one bedroom here. Now this one, now you see this, you lock yourself with this one, you lock yourself in the room. With this one, you lock yourself out of the room. There's nothing this side. Obviously there's a privacy, you know, obviously this is the bathroom, so we never use it, but I can imagine a family using that. So this one locks you out of the room. Was that because they worried that somebody might get through the window of them days? Obviously it's all been changed, it's double glazed and all that now. This one's got one. No, this one hasn't got one. That's the front bedroom, and this is another front bedroom. Is that because they don't think anyone was going to come through the windows that way. So let's go downstairs. Obviously we've changed all the windows and there's a modern door. But there's a lock here, look. This is the living room. Now this was 2 doors, this was 2 rooms, so there would have been a room there and a room here, and we knocked out the middle wall and obviously put them in. But I'm guessing these are the existing doors, the original doors. This one, you lock yourself out. So if you broke in through, they were French doors there originally. Then we put the slidey doors in, then we put those in.
Lock you in?
Yeah. Come on,
I could lock you in there.
get out of the way, I'm telling a story. Now there's one.
My God.
There's one here. Look. There's one here on the under the stairs door. And there's also one here, look. So you lock this one out. Are those times coming back?
No.
Well, I say, Debbie says no.
Stop bloody going
Debbie's
on.
what's it, Bert?
Don't be doom and gloom. I'm not...
Do you remember, they're going to come and they're going to steal your telly because they're going to have a market for the telly. Because once these run out, and if they stop coming from abroad, we haven't got British television manufacturers, have we? And these are going to get rarer and rarer, and they're going to be worth money then, aren't they? What do you think? Well, no, I'm talking about the old days when television was the most expensive thing we had. The most expensive thing you owned was a television, wasn't it?
Well, television and go back to the old days.
Yeah.
We have to talk to each other, won't we? Oh no!
I used to go to Bury New Road. There's a warehouse, a street full of warehouses and stuff. And I used to go up to Bury New Road and buy stuff. I mean to tell you, Emmeline's got let me tell you the story. Emmeline's still got the socket set. If I wanted a socket set and I found them for say 20 quid each, I would buy 5 of them and then I would sell 4 of them for 25 quid each. That means I got mine for nothing. I used to do you remember picking up tellies from Manchester? Used to go to Bury New Road and buy ex-rental tellies.
Anyway, guys, if he ever does, he's supposed to be tidying the garage.
Yeah, today.
Tidying.
Tidying.
So I've told him to take a picture before
Yeah.
tidying.
Yeah.
And let's see a day of tidying what he's actually achieved.
Shut up.
Nothing.
So yeah. Oh, there was a place by anybody from Manchester listening. There was a place. Yeah, you had to go past the railway station, and there was a big church full of televisions. I used to buy ex-rentals from there, flog them in the back of my van. Yeah, many moons ago.